Hey kids, what is up? How we doing? Got a lot going on. Tip of the hat to you. Um, I'm up here in Philly. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Come on, come on. What's up, Tabby? How we doing? I just saw your video. I loved it. I'm getting back involved a little bit, tiny bit. Getting a little proactive. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate the like and the love and the bunny rabbit. How can you go through a Tuesday or a Monday? What day is it? Somebody put up there what day it is. I think it's Monday. How can you go through a Monday without a little bunny rabbit? So pop on by. Let's hook up to say hi. I'm up here in Bensalem, PA. Taking care of a family member, probably as you guys know. Brought my kids up. What else? And they're having a better time than I thought. It's so cool when your kids are old enough that you can kind of let them do your thing, their thing, I should say. So my buddy, he brought up, my buddy's my son. He brought up a friend, and then Holly came up. She's probably going to stay with mommy when we go back to Philly. Go back to Wildwood. So anyway, life is good as it can be. Totally. Oh, and let me know if you can hear my microphone. Let me check it. Hey, James, what's up, buddy? Are you hearing my microphone? Let me know. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. But the last week or two, I've been jamming, getting back on YouTube and loving it. Oh, good. You can hear it. Not sure. I've been away from YouTube long enough that even going live is a lot easier. So it's so cool to see you guys. Hey, Banky, good to see you. I'm glad to be back with you, brother. I love the song you just did. That was great. I love your whole style, man. Really cool. So let me know what you guys are doing. Leave some stuff in the comments so I can follow you around. Hen kid, man. No, I thought you were with me before. Hen kid, I thought you were with me, brother. But I've seen you. It's been a couple months. I've seen you on a few others. So welcome, man. Good to have you in the family. I think you're a trip. If I think I've seen you over at Mel. Let me see. Where else did I think I've seen you? Maybe I saw you at one of the. I hate to say it. One of the guys with red in their name. Shoot. But anyway, glad to have you aboard. You guys, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. I have a couple ways of doing videos now that make it. Well, yeah, you are everywhere. I know. I've seen you. And I got my arts and crafts coming up. I got a different job that I'm doing that I'm going to explain everything that went on that. Maybe we'll do another live just for that anyway. But as far as YouTube, having everybody come back to give me some love has been excellent. You guys out there has been excellent. I really feel it. And it's good to get back on lives with you guys. All that stuff. I don't know why my chat disappeared. So there it is. I'm back. Oh, no, that's cool. You know what? Hen Kid, I've been doing that too. I've been going to a few sites and I noticed on my phone, this is cool. You really have to unsub to ring the bell. Like on my laptop, I can kind of ring the bell and it's okay. It's all good. You're doing the same thing I had to do. I think YouTube has a way that if you don't do stuff for a little while, they either unsub you or notify whoever you're listening to. Welcome, who just came in, Tim's World. What's up, mister? How you doing? yes, I like take for instance Tim, draw with Beekter. What's up, Beek? I had with Beekter, I had to, and maybe Tim, but with Beekter, I had to unsub and sub again just on my phone. Amber's here. What's up, girlfriend? Give John, unless it's John, but usually it's Amber that calls me Harry Potter. I'm a really old looking Harry Potter, and I don't have my English accent going. So on my phone, I've been unsubbing. There you go. And see, we're all related, right? Cheers. Take a, if you got a coffee, a beverage, whatever, take a sip. Take a sip. Take a sip with me. So we've been back and forth to the hospital. Everybody knows that deal. Today's going to be a rug shampoo day. We're going to get that stuff done. Let me see, what else are we doing? Try to get the kids somewhere else. School's going to be starting 2 days after the big weekend. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm down South Jersey, Wildwood. So it's going to be a nasty weekend. Everybody's going to be there. So I got to try to get down back to Wildwood by Wednesday evening, or else it's just Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's all traffic. But anyway, I'm so glad to see you guys. It's so awesome. Again, thank you for the likes. And let's see, tomorrow is my last hospital day to go see my aunt. And boy, what a doozy that was. But when you guys got loved ones, let me tell you, anything can happen at any time. I think my collar was trying to look a little too cool. There we go. Now I feel a lot better. Does that look better? It's boiling. Yeah, Tim, it's got to be boiling there, man. It's boiling right here in Bensalem. Let me tell you, it is boiling out. There is no. They're talking about rain coming for our area. Thank you for your prayers, Amber. My wife just heard me say that, and yes, it's my wife's aunt. But once you're married 20 years, it's osmosis, man. I love her to death. Hey, man. What's up, Rob? Robbie's in the house. Good to see you, brother. That's what I'm saying. See, Amber, Rob, Tim, James, Hen Kid, Tabby. It's all good. Who am I missing? Let me see. I think we're getting draw with my boy Beekter. Beekter, we have been sharing you. We've been sharing you on our Facebook. Me and Andy Dan. I'm going to share you some more, man. I love your art. It's making me want to go out, like I told you. I haven't been able to, but I used to paint. And I do statuary because that's kind of already, it's a rebuild, refix, remodel. Then you get to paint it over. But I miss my acrylic and oils. Sip break. I miss painting on canvas. I don't copy anything. I just paint whatever comes out. But the family here on YouTube has so much talent. I missed it. I missed getting jiggy with you guys, man, and hanging out. I really did. I can't tell you how much, from the Picker Ricks, the Country Girls, and I'm going to miss, I can't name names. There's about 820 of them. When I took a walk this last couple of days ago, I met a father and I met a son. And thank you, Amber. And make sure, Amber, you give John a big hug. Hope he's feeling better. I know that's months ago, but I hope he's coming through. So we're walking, me and my daughter, and we like to take walks and video and capture whatever we capture. We walked up on the two gentlemen, one being 14 and one being the dad. I don't remember if he even said how old he was. But it was so cool that this young man started at 10 or 11, washing windows. And I think Amal, M-A-W, he's a window guy and music, I believe. And let me tell you, to meet a young person And I got an 11 and a 15, so I know what that's like. But to meet a young person, washing windows ain't bad. The money he told me he was getting was really cool. For 14, he's making a couple bucks a week at 14. That is pure awesomeness, right? So we get to talking, and it when you bump into people like that during the daytime, nighttime, on your walk, and get to know people, you just realize how many people are out there that are just like you, just like me. People filled with love, people filled with, picking somebody up when they're down. You know how I feel about the veterans, first responders. There's always a bad apple in every bunch, but for the most part, take John McCain. I may or may not like him, but he was a vet. He did get shot down. Trump should not, and this is politics, but Trump should not have gone where he went. There's things I don't like about Trump either, but to keep it real, many civilians would not have gone through what John McCain went through. So you got to fly the flag, half staff. You got to give him his due. You got to let him feel while he's going up to where he's going. He deserved that part. Now, on the political side of being a senator or congressman or whatever he was doing, running for president, being on all these things, that's a different story. But he did serve, and you got to give him credit. And then you don't even have to worry about it. He did what he did. And then if you want to go talk to the other people about what you didn't like or liked, fine. So, yes, I love my veterans. And very passionate about the Agent Orange, too. So, I do have a Facebook page for Agent Orange, too. So if you guys have any stories, look me up on Facebook and drop some stories in. If you have anybody in your family or your friends have anybody in your family that are, affected by Agent Orange, it was real. And it really got to the guys and girls, and it was spread everywhere. And some of the stories on my site, and I've been building it for about 2 years, that page. And, James just said people that pick people up. Yep. That's good. And James said it's rare, right? Yeah. It's rare if you don't get out. I think what you see, Amber, my husband's father was affected by Agent Orange. Sure. I'm at the 50 point in my life, 50 years old. And we are in probably a generation or two removed from veterans of Vietnam. It's getting really thin with Korea. The Korean War is getting thin. And there's probably only 5% or less, I think, for World War II veterans that are still here. And if they are here, they're in their 90s. The Korean War guys, they're in their 70s and 80s. And then you got 60, 70, and 80s for the Vietnam guys. So we are about 2 to 3 maybe 2 generations removed, counting on how you figure a generation is. I don't know if it's 15 years, 30 years, 20 years. So in 20 years, if you got somebody that's 65, close to 70, I know some vets from Vietnam that were 70, 71. Another 20 years, they're 81. So maybe another 30 years, they're 91. They're right in the spot where, they're not the World War II veterans now. Now in 30 years, I'll be 80. So at my age, I guess I don't think there's any 50-year-old Vietnam vets. I don't think. No, can't be. It's been what? 65 to 75, right? So 1965 to 2005 was 40 years. 50 years to 2015. So yeah, these guys are in their mid 60s, 70s, It's going to take time. It's really going to take time. And it gets me upset because they're the one guys that came back and didn't get any respect. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Cameo. Yeah, my dad was in, yeah, Cameo Collections. Glad to meet you. I hope you're subbed to me. If not, welcome to the family. Sub me up. I'll check you out. Unless I don't know. I might know you already. Maybe you change your name. I don't know. Thank you for the like. That is so cool. And I love that Cameo. That's so cool. So yeah, Korea. Let's see, I had a dad and a stepdad. My father was in Vietnam for a year and a half. My blood father, and he did the boats. He was in the back rivers. He was like a river rat. He was in the Navy, and I think he died at 49 of a heart attack. I think he might have been possibly affected. I never talked to him about it. My father didn't talk to me about it. My stepdad was a lot older. My mom remarried somebody that was a little bit older, and he was in the end of World War II as a naval pilot. He flew in Korea too, and the two things that my father flew proficiently was when he was a squadron leader in the Navy. He flew Corsairs. Let's see. Oh, and Cameo knows Hen Kid. Cool, because Hen Kid knows everybody. But Tim said, my grandfather helped liberate 2 death camps. Messed him up bad with what he saw. Amen. Really. I mean, Tim, it would mess me up. I don't care what anybody says. If you walked up on that hell on earth, those poor souls. Oh yeah, that's. I know. I don't want to say I'm a war buff, but I try to watch everything I can, and I need to study World War One and the Revolutionary. I love the Civil War stuff too. But yeah, could you imagine walking up to those camps? I mean, it was hard enough being shot at. It's hard enough having bombs dropped on you, or even worried about getting captured, and then you see what they were doing. God bless them. God bless them. Amber said, my husband's father oversee the funerals and the handling of soldiers' bodies. Oh, Rob, I love you, brother. We'll keep bumping, dude. We'll keep bumping into each other. It's good to have you. Amber, that's crazy. Another one. Okay. Man, I bet you at times there was a lot of work for your husband's father. That's a crazy. We love you too, Robbie. Michigander, man, go see him if you don't already know him, but I'm sure you do. If you know me, you know him. Hopefully people know me. Terry, what's up, Welker? How you doing? Yeah, could you imagine packing the bodies on the planes? Oh, the flags on them. Ugh. Yeah, there was a lot there. And I got involved with the American Legion long enough to learn a lot. Now, the American Legion pretty much has Vietnam vets left because I'm sure, Amber, it had to be a lot of work, and it wasn't happy work. You know, a little bit of work and it's unhappy is something, but when you're just constantly counting the bodies of your fellow, I'm sure on the other side too. Tell you what, even the Vietnamese, the VC, they somehow were able to scoop up their dead and hide again. Where our guys, we had to wait for the helicopters to come in. And on that note, helicopters in Vietnam. My what's this one? Let me see. Amber said my husband and his father are both from Michigan. Michigan is cool. They got some things they got to work on in Michigan, but I love geography and I love the cities. I would love to go see Michigan just to see it. I've done West Coast, I've done East Coast, and I even did South, but I've never done the North border. And well, I did Niagara Falls, but I didn't do the northern border. And thank you for my likes, I appreciate it. I didn't do like Canada, except for the Niagara Falls, and I didn't do the Midwest or the Middle States. And I would really, really, yeah, come back and see us. I got about 5-10 more minutes. And this was just, I got to start doing lives to let you guys know I'm here, spread some love, what's coming up, what you guys are doing, all that stuff. If I find some sites, as you know, I used to, shout out and do stuff like that. Speaking, my uncle was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, almost all the way through, and then he got pulled out. But he went as a helicopter pilot and graduating as an officer. He went with like 124 graduates, and only 35 came back of that class that graduated. That's his numbers, if I'm getting them right. Could be plus or minus a few. But look at that ratio. Let's just say 130 and 30. So that's like 4/5 or whatever, maybe 4 or 5/6 died out of his class. Now, the helicopter pilots were shot down multiple times, sometimes more than 3 at least, sometimes 2 in a day. Could you imagine you're in the LZ and you're dropping down, and this is your job every day, because even when you went back, either the helicopter got fixed or somebody else jumped in yours, you got your break, but you probably did anywhere from 3 to 9 sorties that day. Bringing in fellas, and I'm sorry if I'm boring you with war talk. If you like war talk, let me know. If you don't like it, you can always let me know, move on to a different subject. But because there's a lot of stuff I like. This just happens to be what's on there. But wow. We wanted him to tell us stories for like 20 years, and he wouldn't tell us anything about Vietnam. It wasn't in his repertoire. He finally told us some stories, and someday I'll do that. Maybe the next time I talk to him, I can say his name, and he got up to lieutenant colonel in the Army. So I got to be careful. I guess I got to be careful. But my dads I can talk about. They're both deceased, and I'm pretty sure one of them, my father, had some form of the Agent Orange. I mean, he was in the boats, in the water, but they had big B-1s or whatever flying over, dropping with three spouts on each wing or 2 spouts on each wing, just spraying it right over all the foliage to kill all the greens. So you could see people in trees or see people on ground, see tunnels, see whatever. But that's what it was really for, was just to kill anything that was green so you could see. But it got in all the guys' lungs. Think of the guys that were actually spraying it by hand. I mean, crazy stuff. So I remember some stories from my uncle that would be good stories to tell. But it's all good. It's all good. Hen, even if you don't make it back, if I'm off, come see me again. I'm going to be looking you up. I'll be watching slowly but surely. I mean, I can't get on quite as much as I used to be, but I am working back towards quality over quantity if I can. Nothing wrong with a live chat just to bump and run. But I would love to have war stories, alive war stories, and let vets start signing up and chit-chatting and meeting. One of my biggest dreams, let me see, Amber said, my husband's father stayed sick from the Agent Orange. His father never recovered. I believe it. I mean, it was real. It is real. It wasn't, not was. It is real. So early 60s. Yeah, my dad was 49. You know, I'm at my dad's age when he had his 3rd heart attack. I've had 2. And I can't imagine not wanting to be alive and thrive. 49 is still super duper young. And my dad tried to play, you know, if they're going to take me, son, the Lord's going to take me. And I was like, Dad, take a pill, get a stent, get something. Nope, not going to do it. He was from Georgia. He was a Baptist pastor. Go figure. He did quit smoking, and he quit smoking, threw him out the car window. Just quit smoking. I did that once. I made it 9 years. Smoked again and then quit again. I do have, oh, cool. Got the rubber gloves. And I ain't telling you what I'm going to use them for. That's up to you to leave a semi-decent comment if you want. But yes, my biggest dream, no, not my biggest, but one of my greatest wants. My dad, Tim says, my dad is 76 and still living. Awesome. And 76, you could still be young at 76. It's all here and here. I'm sure. Is he still like, working around outside, or what kind of 76 is your dad, Tim? He'll tell me. And it's so good to have your dad around. Like, I wouldn't want to be missing out on Holly and little Harry. Oh, I thought you said gutter fool, like I'm a fool. No, oh yeah, rubber gloves. I can't even wrap my mind my mind wanders off to the gutter. Oh, he still gets around and lives alone, but he's active. So, yeah, 26 years. I'll be 76. I'm married 21, been with her 20, been with her 22, 23, something like that. Time flies when you're having fun. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not lying. I know a lot of people that are 70 to 75 that they're running and gunning. They're not. What? What? Right now? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Mama just done told Father what to do. Papa gotta go. Papa gotta go. We got chores to do. I got weight to lose. So, and I'm not kidding. I regained 20 pounds back. So I went from 273 to 293. Sick man I am. But I'll be working it. Yeah, I will get it right. I'm not going to the doghouse, but I got to clean the dog too today. All right. Tim, you have a great day too. I'll be back in and out. I'll come visit. You know that. I love you guys. Whenever you're out roaming around, if you do see a vet, make sure you pick he or she up if they need it. They're usually good about what they can do, but if you have a friend or a family member or a friend of a friend that needs help, give it a shot, man. Kiss, love, and hug a veteran. They would do it for you. God bless.